Starting August 8th, 2019, Vigor will be free to play as part of the Games with Gold free play days for Xbox One. The full game will be free to play for any Xbox Live Gold member from Thursday, August 8th through Sunday, August 11th. If you want to continue playing the game after that, you can purchase the Founders Pack, which grants you some exclusive Founders rewards and allows you to continue playing the game until the free-to-play launch later this summer. But what is Vigor? Maybe this is the first time you've heard of the game, maybe you know about it but you don't quite remember, and maybe you don't even know what you'd be getting into if you decide to download the free trial. Vigor is an instance-based third-person survival shooter described as a tense multiplayer experience where you take risks to progress. As an outlander in post-war Norway, you have to improve and build up your rundown shelter and turn it into a home. This base will be your place to craft, plan, train, and relax before going back out into the world to scavenge for resources. Unlike battle royale games like PUBG, the goal of the game is not necessarily to get into combat and rack up kills. Instead, you'll want to survive and scavenge long enough in each encounter to improve your home base. You could go out into an instance or a match and not see another player. You can find some nice resources for your base and escape without confrontation. Or you could go in looking for trouble and try and kill as many other players as possible. It's completely up to you. The way it works is 8 to 12 players will embark on a variety of map-based encounters to scavenge for supplies, gather resources, and attempt to survive. These maps all have unique settings, weather, shapes, and sizes, and you can go into encounter alone in solo mode, or you can queue up with a teammate that you know, or matchmake to get a random duo partner. But like I said, Vigor is more about survival than anything else. Reason being, if you die in an encounter, you lose all of the loot and gear and resources you had on your person. You respawn back at your base with only the clothing on your back. So before you queue up for a match, you actually decide what loadout you're going to have. You bring guns, you bring healing, whatever you want to bring, whatever you want to risk. And then once the encounter starts, you either go looking for players or looking for loot, and you scavenge up as much as possible and survive until the end of the match when you exit the map. But like I said, if you die in the match, you lose everything on your person, everything you've gained in the match, as well as everything that you brought with you. There are a number of different events in each encounter which offer the potential for greater rewards, but come with greater risk. Get in, loot, survive, and get out. Once you're back at your base, you'll be able to craft new items, improve your facilities, queue up for another encounter, or train at your shooting range with the weapons that you've brought back. This portion of the game, the portion at your shelter, is single player only, so there's no worry of someone invading your base and stealing your loot. You can relax, take your time, customize your character with different cosmetic items, and become the ultimate survivor. Vigor was recently updated with the 0.9 patch, which added a bunch of new stuff and looked to improve the core mechanics of the game. It's set to come out of game preview this summer on Xbox One and become free to play to anyone with an Xbox Live Gold account. And like I said before, if you wish to purchase the Founders Pack, you'll have unlimited access to the game while it's still in game preview, and you'll be given some exclusive customization items and $40 worth of in-game currency to spend. With the in-game currency, you can buy cosmetic items, but you can also buy what's called boosts, which can improve the loot, improve the airdrop, and buy insurance for yourself when you enter a match. So if you bring in some decent weapons and you really don't want to lose them, you can use the crowns, which is the in-game currency, to buy some insurance to where anything on your person after you die, if you die, it'll all be retained and you won't lose it. But this costs in-game currency, which you can buy with real-world money, or you can earn it with missions or airdrops in the game. I'd have to say my favorite part of the game is the environments that you get to play in. Each map has a different feel from the other, and I like the different weather variants on each map. There's not a lot of HUD going on, so it's really immersive and you can find yourself getting lost in the game. The way that I play, I try and avoid all contact if possible. If somebody comes across me and they decide to try and shoot, obviously I'll try and defend myself and take them down. But really, when I go into an encounter, what I want to do is get in, loot as much as possible, and then get out before I get killed and lose everything, all the progress that I've made. They've recently added missions that you can complete, and this is a great addition to the game because it seems like you can get a ton of resources and a ton of equipment this way with these in-game missions, and I really appreciate that as someone who's not really going for the airdrop every match. It's nice to be able to get some crates and some decent loot at the same time just by completing other objectives. Vigor is definitely a change of pace compared to games like PUBG and other shooters, but it has similar levels of intensity. Walking around carrying a full bag of loot and weapons is terrifying in this game, especially if you don't have insurance. Never knowing who could be waiting for you just down the road or just around the corner leaves an ever-present danger in the air when you're playing this game. A lot of improvements have been made since Vigor was brought to Xbox One game preview, and work continues to iron out everything possible before full release. But the game really has come a long way. So go out, give Vigor a try this weekend, and see if you can survive post-war Norway and become the ultimate outlander. Like I said in the beginning, the free play days start now, August 8th, 2019, and they run through Sunday, August 11th, 2019. Make sure to like the video if you found it useful and subscribe to stay up to date on everything that I publish. Follow me on Twitter at YTBoris15 and make sure to check out my other Vigor content in the description below. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.